Hello, everyone. Once we hit our 50s, life starts to feel a little different. Many people begin to notice changes in their body and even in their mind. For example, you might wake up in the morning with a stiff back, or after walking up a flight of stairs, you suddenly feel more tired than before. Sometimes you forget little things, where you put your glasses, what you were about to say, or even why you walked into the kitchen. These are small signs that our body and brain are slowly aging. And while aging is something we cannot stop, the good news is that we can absolutely slow it down and live with more strength, more energy, and more happiness. I want you to imagine two people, both in their 50s. One of them spends most of the day sitting, eating processed foods, drinking sweet beverages, sleeping late, and avoiding exercise because it's too late to start. This person often feels weak, stressed, and looks older than their age. Now think about the second person. They walk every morning for 30 minutes, eat balanced meals with lots of vegetables and fish. They spend time with friends, laugh often, and make sure to get enough sleep. Even though they're the same age, they look younger, they move more easily, and they enjoy life more. This shows us that aging is not only about the number of years, but also about how we take care of ourselves. One of the most powerful tools against aging is exercise. People often think exercise must mean heavy workouts in the gym, but that's not true. Even simple daily movements can protect your health. Walking briskly around your neighborhood, practicing gentle yoga or tai chi, or even doing a few minutes of stretching in the morning can make a huge difference. I once met a man in his late 50s who couldn't climb stairs without feeling out of breath. He decided to start small, just a 10-minute walk each evening. Over time, he built up to half an hour every day. After a few months, his stamina improved, his blood pressure lowered, and he felt younger. Movement is medicine, and your body will thank you for every little step you take. Another key to slowing down aging is protecting your muscles. Many people don't realize that after the age of 40, we naturally lose muscle every single year if we don't use them. This makes us weaker, affects our balance, and increases the risk of falling as we get older. But this can be prevented. Eating enough protein, whether from fish, eggs, beans, or tofu, combined with light resistance exercises, helps us keep our muscles strong. You don't need heavy weights. Even lifting water bottles at home or doing simple chair squats can keep your muscles alive and active. Strong muscles are the secret to independence so that we can continue living our daily lives without depending too much on others. And then, of course, comes food. There's an old saying, "You are what you eat." That becomes even more true as we age. Every bite of food can either speed up or slow down the aging process. Imagine two plates, one full of fried foods, sugary drinks, and processed meats, the other with colorful vegetables, grilled fish, whole grains, and fresh fruits. Which plate do you think will help your body fight aging? When we choose the right foods, we are giving ourselves the nutrients they need to stay strong. For example, antioxidants from vegetables and fruits protect our cells from damage. Omega-3 fats from salmon or mackerel keep our brain sharp and our heart healthy. Nuts like almonds and walnuts are great for energy and are much better than snacks filled with sugar. I remember hearing about a woman in her early 50s who drank soda every single day. She decided to quit, replacing it with green tea and water. In just 3 months, her energy improved, her weight dropped, and her blood sugar levels became stable. Small choices really do create big changes.
Another very important factor is sleep. Many people believe that as they get older, sleeping less is normal. But in reality, our body still needs 6 to 8 hours of deep, good quality sleep every night. Sleep is like the body's natural repair shop. It's when our brain clears out toxins, our muscles recover, and our immune system strengthens. If we ignore sleep, we not only feel tired, we also age faster. To sleep better, Try turning off screens at least half an hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool and comfortable, and maybe drink something relaxing like warm milk or herbal tea. A little evening routine can make sleep deeper and more refreshing. And we cannot forget stress. Stress is often invisible, but it works like a slow poison. It increases blood pressure, weakens the heart, and even affects memory. That's why learning to manage stress is another way to slow down aging. You don't have to spend hours meditating. Sometimes just a few minutes of breathing deeply, listening to your favorite music, walking in a park, or laughing with your grandchildren can reduce stress instantly. Laughter itself is a kind of medicine. It relaxes the body, lifts the mood, and reminds us that life is still beautiful. Another important piece of advice is regular checkups. Many illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, or even early-stage cancer show no clear symptoms at first. By the time symptoms appear, they may already be advanced. That's why getting health checks is so important. Think about it. We don't wait for our car engine to completely break down before taking it to the mechanic. We service it regularly to keep it running smoothly. The same should be true for our body. Preventative care is far easier than trying to fix a serious illness later. Finally, let's talk about something that is often overlooked but extremely powerful: social connections. Staying socially active, spending time with family and friends, joining a club, or volunteering, these things give us purpose, joy, and emotional strength. Studies show that people who maintain strong social ties live longer and healthier lives. Think about an older person who wakes up with excitement because they're going to meet friends at the park or because they're learning a new skill like painting or gardening. That sense of purpose keeps the heart young, and it makes life more meaningful. So at the end of the day, here's the truth. Aging is natural, but how quickly we age depends on us. If we keep moving our body, eat wisely, get good sleep, manage stress, check our health regularly, and stay socially connected, we can not only add more years to our life, but also add more life to our years. Remember, health is not just about living longer. It's about living better. It's about waking up each morning with energy, enjoying time with loved ones, and knowing that every day is still full of possibilities. So let's start today. Your future self will thank you. Now, let's think about it this way. Our body is like an engine that's been running for 50 years. Naturally, some parts will wear down. But here's the good news. Just like a car that can keep running smoothly if you take care of it, your body can too. That's where slowing down the aging process really comes in. It's not about stopping time. It's about giving yourself the best chance to stay active, independent, and happy. One of the first things we need to pay attention to is our brain health. Many people focus on physical exercise, but forget that the brain also needs a workout. After 50, it's normal to notice small changes. Maybe we forget things more easily or take a bit longer to recall names. But the brain is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it stays. Reading books, learning something new, picking up a musical instrument, doing crossword puzzles, or even playing fun memory games on your phone. All of these activities stimulate the brain and help keep it sharp. Think of it as mental stretching. Next, we need to talk about our bones and joints. One of the most common issues at this age is osteoporosis, or joint stiffness. The solution is simple but powerful. Eat foods rich in calcium and vitamin D, like milk, small fish with edible bones, leafy greens or nuts, and don't forget the sunlight. Spending just 15 to 20 minutes in the morning sun can help your body absorb vitamin D naturally. Combine that with weight-bearing exercises like walking, light jogging, or even dancing, and you've got a recipe for stronger bones and healthier joints. Then comes a really important part: taking care of the heart and circulation. Heart disease and stroke are among the leading causes of health problems after 50.
But you don't need extreme workouts or strict diets to protect yourself. Just focus on balance. Eat more fish instead of red meat, cut back on sugar, salt, and fried foods, and add fruits and vegetables to every meal. For exercise, try brisk walking, cycling, or swimming for 20 to 30 minutes a day. Remember, the heart is like a pump. If you overwork it without care, it wears out quickly. But if you maintain it well, it will keep going strong for many years. Something that often gets overlooked is mental health and having a purpose. Science has shown that people who have a sense of purpose, whether it's spending time with grandchildren, gardening, volunteering, learning a new skill, or simply setting personal goals, live healthier and happier lives. Having a reason to wake up in the morning gives us energy, optimism, and resilience. In a way, it's the best anti-aging secret. And don't forget the small daily habits that make a big difference. For example, staying hydrated. Many people over 50 don't feel as thirsty, so they end up drinking less water than they need. But hydration is critical for every organ, from the skin to the kidneys. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of clean water a day, and avoid sodas or sugary drinks. They don't help. They only add stress to the body. Then there's quality sleep. A lot of people think sleeping fewer hours is just part of aging, but that's not true. The body repairs itself while we sleep, so getting 6 to 8 hours of restful sleep each night is essential for recovery, memory, and energy. Make your bedroom comfortable, avoid caffeine late in the day, and keep a regular sleep routine. And here's something equally important. Don't keep stress bottled up. If you feel worried or lonely, talk to someone, family, friends, or even a professional. Sharing your feelings lightens the load and helps your mind stay healthy. Stress ages the body faster than anything else, but a peaceful heart keeps us young. So when you put all of this together, slowing down aging isn't about magic pills or expensive treatments. It's about simple, consistent care, keeping the brain active, strengthening bones and muscles, protecting the heart, eating wisely, drinking enough water, sleeping well, reducing stress, and most importantly, finding joy in everyday life. And here's the real secret. You don't have to do everything perfectly. What matters is building small habits and repeating them over time. Little by little, those habits add up, and you'll notice yourself feeling more energetic, more positive, and more alive, even as the years go by. So, remember, age is just a number. What really matters is how we choose to live each day. If we treat our body and mind with care, we don't just add years to our life, we add life to our years.